Alright guys, welcome to the latest update for Off-Grid City Couple. Our dam is officially 1/3 full, and all this happened basically in 24 hours. We got 200 millimeters of rain and the dam filled up
very quickly,
basically overnight, and now sitting on my butt right now. That's how deep the dam is. It's not like shoulder depth, but here we are.
Swimming.
This is the first swim
Yes.
that we've had in the dam, and
It's got lots of warm patches on the top and cool patches down below.
yeah, how would you say it feels to swim in rainwater?
Oh, it's really nice, very refreshing, and you can have like a clay bath.
So the clay part is really interesting because, you know, we're just observing to see if the level of the water holds, and it has dropped by about this much, which you know, isn't perfect, but we've also been told that dams don't necessarily hold water straight away, straight after they're built. And considering we built this dam really quickly and left some sandy patches, it's to be expected that it leaks a bit. But what we've been told is that what can happen over time is it can silt up. So all of the fine particles from all around the place get washed into the dam, and they basically seal the bottom of it. So we don't know yet how effective that is, because we're still new to farm life and dams and whatnot.
I mean, I think it's holding water better than I expected. I thought it would drop a lot faster than this for its first proper fill up.
Yeah, for how sandy some of the patches look, we thought it might drop even quicker. And one really promising sign is, what does the bottom feel like? You know?
Yeah, it is clay.
The bottom.
You can see my foot.
Yeah, the bottom is soft and squishy, and it definitely doesn't feel like the same material that was there when it was first built. So
it's definitely not sand, we'll put it like that.
Definitely not sand.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's probably the hottest time of the year right now, so you can literally just bathe in here all day. And we were just discussing earlier that this is probably the happiest moment we have had in this whole off-grid journey.
Yeah, very relaxing afternoon, which is needed, I think.
Yeah, normally we're just working and everything's been pretty challenging because there's so much to do. And this has been one of those moments where we can get a bit of an insight into what the future looks like here. You know,
I think they call it a glimmer.
A glimmer, yeah, a moment of hope and faith and whatnot, where you get to see an insight into what life can be like once you get all of the things sorted, like, you know, all of the erosion problems, cleaning up the mess and getting the vegetation back, getting a balance in the plants that we have here, and just, yeah, there's a lot of work, but an experience like this reminds us that these kinds of things is what all the work is for, I think.
And that we should do it more often, I think. I think it's, yeah, helps to keep a nice balance, make it all worthwhile.
Yeah, it's good to take a step back every now and then and enjoy the moment. So this is probably just all we're going to show you guys today. It's just us swimming in the dam and latest update. The dogs are over there foraging for something. Coco, leave it.
Grubs
Drop
of some sort.
He's eating stuff, eating some bush tucker. And in terms of the technicalities of, you know, building dams and how much water is in it, how much is dropping by, as you can see on the edge there, the debris marks it, you know, maybe it's dropped this much. So if the dam keeps leaking, we're just gonna see if it seals itself first. We're gonna let nature do its thing, and then I guess if it does keep leaking into the future, we're gonna try some methods to seal it up.
Yeah, but I mean, I can definitely feel it silting up on the bottom here, like along the whole thing. It's definitely, there's no sandy patches, which is really promising.
Yep, where the water's been for a while, as you can see, it's pretty murky, so that's all the particles, the clay particles and dirt particles in there that seal it up. So I guess probably the most important thing about this experience is that you know, we're going to see what nature does and if the dam seals itself. And the valuable lesson in that is that if your dam does let out a bit of water, maybe you don't rush necessarily straight away into expensive solutions. Give it time, see what nature does, and go from there.
And we both hope you have a very happy 2024. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year from both of us, and maybe we'll give you guys an experience of swimming in the dam next. This is the view, and it's beautiful rainwater. It feels really nice on the skin and very warm.
I can film you swimming into the distance. Alex is a very good swimmer. Luna's over there checking if he's all right. Hey, Luna.
And so this video is just a bit of a quick update for you guys, in that sometimes things move fast and sometimes things move slow. Like when we were building that mountain dam, a lot happened in a very short amount of time. And now it's been the month of January and the end of December, which has been the hottest time out here. As you can hear, the cicadas are pretty loud, which makes it hard to film anything. The days have been around 38 degrees Celsius. It's been really, really hot. So it also gets challenging to do physical work outside. And what we have basically decided is that these last few weeks were our quiet season. You would have noticed there hasn't been many videos, and that's simply because we've had some time to chill out, take a step back, reflect on all the cool things that have happened, and basically prepare ourselves for the next season, for when the cicadas start to quiet down a bit and it's a bit easier to think without all this noise, and when the heat calms down and working outside becomes more efficient. So yeah, we're coming back pretty strong as the weather cools down, but for now we've had some really good time to rest. I guess wherever you guys are, hopefully you honor your seasons too. Sometimes we hit the ground running, other times we've got to slow down if we've been doing too much. So I guess that's where we've been at. And in terms of what we've got in store for this year, it's a funny thing where if we make heaps of plans, sometimes they don't happen. So I don't know what will happen this year really, but at least from what we've got planned, we've got the mound there and it's been settling nicely. And what we're planning to do is basically build a shed on top of it. So what that's going to involve is a development application process, which is always fun. Once we succeeded that, we can share with you guys what that was like as a bit of a case study for what you might expect. But it is a pretty unique case as well here, because we built the mound without having someone certify the materials and whatnot. So building on it is going to be a little bit tricky, because we've got to drill down probably all the way through the mound, depending on what the engineers say. So there's always challenging and unique things about building anything anywhere really. So there'll be some cool case studies on that. Yeah, so that'll be the main thing this year. And as you can see, the greenery is starting to come back. So some places have a lot of grass and it's taking a lot of time to be able to cut it because we don't have a tractor or anything. And other places like the mound, well, we're still getting the grass established on there. So there's a lot of little jobs to tidy up, such as making sure that the mound, before we go any further, is fully covered in vegetation. So we've been watering the grass, we've been throwing down some seeds, and basically getting vegetation established there, which has been somewhat successful so far. And so the mound is slowly becoming green and it's becoming resistant to erosion, which is awesome. And you know, this year we're going to start doing some proper off-grid things, like I guess building a shed. That's one of the first steps when you get land. Then you can really start doing things like getting a tractor to mow the grass, or basically having more space to store stuff than a shipping container. And the shed is also going to be the place where the solar system is located. So I guess the cool thing about this year is that it should be a year when we start to actually build normal stuff, as opposed to just doing risk mitigation, like building a flood-proof mound, like creating space so that the bushfires don't get us. Yeah, so it's going to be an exciting year, we think so. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys in the next few videos. We're probably just going to pick up where we left off, where we were doing some water testing and basically figuring out how to use our bore water, what we can do with it, what we can't do with it. Spoiler alert, we can drink it, but there are some other challenges that we had no idea could exist with bore water. So we'll share a bit of cool science on using bore water and the minerals in it and whatnot, and I guess we'll just see where this year takes us. You know, hopefully by the end of this year we're, I don't know, building gardens or doing permaculture or something cool that's actually kind of more characteristic of other off-grid journeys. But hey, it's a pretty wacky journey out here for us. There's been a lot of challenges. We've really had to grow a lot and learn a lot of new skills, and so we look forward to seeing what the year ahead of us has and what this journey ahead of us has. And anyone who's joined us on this journey so far, we thank you from the depths of our hearts for checking out our videos, for commenting, and you know, or just sticking around and having a look at what kind of weird stuff we're up to this time. So we're trying to do this whole, you know, YouTube thing as free knowledge sharing. If we overcome some kind of challenge, if we figure out how to build something, we basically make a video about it to try and make this journey easier for other people, because things take a pretty long time to figure out, and once we figure it out, we just try to put together that information into as efficient of a way as possible. So in time we'll probably share more lifestyle videos as this place becomes more fun, but for now we've got a lot of stuff to build and we're going to show you guys how it's done. So happy 2024 to you all, and we'll see you in the next few videos.